Episode 3 now of my transfer rumour series. I have got some awesome graphics now for this series. You'll see it in a minute. I will go through each bit. And just guys, I'm buzzing to do this series during the summer as the graphics now look insane. Hopefully you like the thumbnail as well. I've tried something a bit different, so make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. But we have got 11 players that we're going to be looking at today. So yeah, let's get straight into the first one. This is the new graphics. Of course, we have got the card in the middle. The first player is going to be Kante, the previous club. Of course, this is his either previous club or the current club he's playing for. The new club will either be the club he has just moved to or the club he is rumoured to. The price, of course, is going to be the price. It could be undisclosed fee, it could be an actual price, it could be a loan, it could be stuff like that. The rumour rating as well is how highly I would rate the rumour out of 10. So if it's 10 out of 10 for rumour, it means he's signed, he's having a medical, stuff like that. 0 out of 10 means it's just a crazy rumour like Messi to Barnsley or something like that, something crazy like that. And I put Kante at 5 for this, as I don't think it's going to be that legit, this deal. I don't think he will move to Real Madrid, but there is still a small possibility, so I put it 5 out of 10 for that. The transfer rating as well is out of 10. How good do I think that transfer is? So 10 out of 10 would be, I think it's amazing for the club, I think he would do incredible at that club. 0 out of 10 will be, I think it's the most pointless signing, he won't play and everything like that. So I'll rate how good I think the transfer is out of 10. So I've just kind of roughly went through it. This is Kante's, of course. His previous club is Leicester, could be going to Real Madrid for 20 million. He has been linked with it, and I'm going to give it a 5 for rumours and 9 for transfers. Then I'm going to go on to the second player of today's episode, guys. It is going to be Bishui. He has been linked with a couple of clubs, the main one being Chelsea, also Crystal Palace, who have signed a few players that will be in this episode. But his previous club, of course, or his current club, kind of is Marseille. He is currently having a medical, I believe, at Chelsea, so that could happen soon. The price is rumoured to be around 33 million, so quite a decent deal. The only problem is, I think that will probably kick maybe Traore and Costa out the squad, depending on how things happen. The rumour rating I'm going to give is 10, because of course he is having a medical, and the transfer rating I'm only going to give it an 8, because I feel like it could be good, but it also could go downhill depending on how he plays for them. We're then going to go on to Hatem Ben Arfa of Nice at the moment. He is also having a medical, or it's rumoured he's having a medical. I don't know how legit that rumour is, but he has been linked with a couple of clubs. The new clubs are either going to be PSG or Leicester, the clubs he's highly rumoured with. It'll be a great signing for Leicester, and it would also be a pretty decent signing for PSG as well. Only £10 million, I'm sure both clubs could afford that, definitely PSG anyway. The rumour rating, I'm going to give it an 8, as of course he is linked with 2 clubs at the moment, so I can't give it a 10 for one club if he's kind of a mixture between 2. The transfer rating as well, I think it'll be an 8 to go to PSG. I think he'll be a decent player, not anything amazing, but if he went to Leicester, I would probably put it up to a 10, as I think he would do very well for them. We then have a confirmed transfer as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the first confirmed transfer of the episode. He tweeted last night that he will be moving, or his next destination will be Manchester United. Of course, he left PSG after his contract ran out, so he is joining Manchester United today, I believe he's joining it, so that should be good. He's currently having a medical in the next coming days. Of course, his previous club was PSG. His new club is going to be Man United. Free as well, because he was out of contract, they can get him on a free. The rumour rating is going to be 10, as it is looking as if it's basically guaranteed to happen. I'm also going to give the transfer rating a 9, as I think it'll be very good for the club. The only reason it's not a 10 is I feel like it'll push players like Marcus Rashford out, as now they've got kind of a more world class and more kind of experienced striker to go in that slot. We then have one that's just came out in the last hour or so, maybe even 2 hours. It's just Steve Mandanda. Where's this came from? Just out of nowhere, he has joined Crystal Palace on a free transfer. Marseille, of course, letting go of a few decent players recently. They let go of N'Koulou a few days ago, and now Mandanda. So it looks as if they're just going to go downhill from now on. He's just signed for Crystal Palace on a free. The rumour rating, of course, is a 10, as it's just been confirmed. And also the transfer rating is 10. He was one of the best keepers in Ligue 1. Possibly one of the best keepers in Europe, some people might say, and he signed for Crystal Palace, a team that finished 15th in the Premier League last season. It's an incredible deal for them, especially in a free. I have to give this transfer a 10 out of 10. It'll be interesting to see how he does next season. We then go on to Benassia. This is an interesting deal as well. This came out in the last couple of days that Juventus are very, very interested in collecting his services. Of course, he does play for Bayern Munich at the moment. Hasn't been excellent. I wouldn't say he's been anything too special. Of course, Hummels coming into Bayern Munich could push him out, as Hummels and Boateng will be the main kind of defensive partnership there. Juventus want him, only 18 million as well, so not that expensive for a kind of highly rated centre back in Europe. The rumour rating I'm going to give it is an 8, as it looks as if it could happen for various reasons like Hummels, and I think he wants to leave and stuff like that. I'm not too sure about that though. And I'm going to give the transfer rating a 9, as I believe this would be a very, very good transfer for Juventus, as they seem to get the best out of their centre backs. We also have Dwight Gale, who has just signed for Newcastle for an undisclosed fee when I'm recording this. The fee might have been announced when this gets uploaded, guys, so don't like bite my head off or anything if I haven't put it on. I'm not too sure what it is at the moment. Of course, he's just signed for Newcastle from Crystal Palace, kind of the opposite to a player you'll see in a minute, who went from Newcastle to Crystal Palace rather than from Crystal Palace to Newcastle. But I'm going to give this rumour a 10 out of 10, of course, because he has just signed, and a transfer rating of 7, as I feel like he's not going to do amazingly well at them, I feel, and that is the reason for giving him 7 out of 10. We then have a very, very strange one. Christian Benteke linked heavily with Crystal Palace. Of course, he did sign for Liverpool for something like 35 million, an absolute rip-off when you think about it, considering what he did. He has now been linked with Crystal Palace for 30 million, so I suppose Liverpool will make their money out of him somehow. They will get 30 million back from him, so it'll be interesting to see if this deal can go through. Some reason the Crystal Palace want him for this much. Don't know why they're splashing this much cash on players. Of course, already signed Mandanda, and you'll see in a minute they've signed another player for a wee bit of money. The rumour rate I'm going to give is 8, and the transfer rating 8, as I just don't know too much about this transfer yet, and I don't think he would do too well, but he would do decent at Crystal Palace. Nolito as well, he has just signed for Manchester City from Celta Vigo. 13.8 million is the transfer fee. This one has just been confirmed this morning. It was basically confirmed weeks ago. We all knew it was going to happen, or maybe not weeks ago, but this week we all knew it was going to happen sometime, and eventually it has came through. The rumour, of course, 10, because he has just confirmed he is signed in Manchester City, have just confirmed they have signed him, and also a transfer rating of 8, as he isn't a long-term player. He's a player for maybe a couple of seasons, 2, 3, 4 seasons, and after that he might move to a smaller team. Of course, he is 20 or 29, so we'll only get a few seasons out, and that's why I'm not going to give him 10, because he won't be a long-term signing. We're also going to go for Andros Townsend here, who has been basically bought up by Crystal Palace, another Crystal Palace signing for 13 million from Newcastle. Of course, Newcastle signed him from Spurs, I believe it was, earlier in the season. So 30 million, really, I don't know what to say about that. He hasn't improved. He hasn't. I haven't thought he was that good when I've watched him, but you never know, he could become good at Crystal Palace. Rumour rating 10, because it has just happened, and also a transfer rating of 8, because I think he'll do okay at them. Nothing too special, but he might kind of improve them just up to a higher standard than they're currently at. We're then going to go on to the final one of today, guys. It is Gregory van der Veil, now of Fenerbahce. Used to play for PSG last season, was one of the best right backs in League 1 last season when he was playing. That was when the period when Aurier was out, because of all the things he said about Laurent Blanc and stuff like that. He was put out Aurier of the team, and Van der Veil got quite a lot of time in the team. He did do very well. He ran out of contract as well. PSG did offer him a new contract, but he wanted to leave, and he has now signed for Fenerbahce on a free. The rumour I'm going to give for this is, of course, a 10, because he has been there's been photos of him in the shirt and stuff like that, so it is confirmed that it is going to happen. And also a transfer rating of 9, as I believe he will be a very, very good right back for him, and for getting him for free as well, it's a very, very good bit of business from Fenerbahce on that hand. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. I'm going to maybe make them longer like this, maybe 8 odd minutes, so I can get a lot more transfers in each day, as there is a lot more happening as we get on more in the window. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash the like button, guys. 10 likes will be absolutely insane. Subscribe, guys, as well if you're new to the channel. Apart from that, I'll see you guys next time.